On the seller side of things, there are a lot of common questions that I get. A lot of it is, can you come into my house? Can you tell me what I need to do to improve it? Can you tell me what I need to do to maximize the transaction and maximize my profit? Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you're making. So for myself, without walking a property and putting my own eyes on it, it's really tough to give you a formal evaluation of what your property is truly worth. So that said, I get the opportunity to objectively look at the home, and whether the seller likes it or not, give them an idea of what it's going to be like every time a buyer's agent brings a buyer through the home. So you can't look at it one-sided. You need to look at it from both aspects. So I'm going to go and identify every deficiency possible. At that point, once I've identified the deficiencies, we can identify and forge a plan on how to address them going forward. A, do you have the money to repair it? B, is it worth repairing it? And C, what are you going to make after you do the repairs? Those are the three questions we have to look at. So a lot of times, depending on the severity, if it's a few $100s, obviously it's worth it. But when you're looking at a few $1,000s, it may not be worth it, especially if somebody's going to come into the home and most likely want to make those modifications anyway. At that point, you just have to price accordingly. And a lot of times, everybody, you probably hear, where do I spend money on my home? Because I've got money to do a little bit of a renovation. Where do I spend money on my home? Bathroom, kitchen, those are the two most important. Getting away from carpet these days is a little bit more of the norm. Hardwood, engineered hardwood, laminate, high-end laminate, those are a little bit more commonplace in today's market. So those are areas that I always recommend spending a little bit more money if you do have a budget to do some renovations, because you're going to gain the most in the transaction. So for example, the kitchen behind me, is a perfect example of money well spent, because it's a beautiful kitchen. It's the first thing people see when they walk in the home, and it's a focal point of this whole main floor.